Hey guys. So anyways, first let me explain. I'm wearing the headset because my great audio recording devices aren't here yet. To be more specific, I have a better camera, but I don't have better audio. So that's why you hear the echo in a lot of videos. And I'm trying to that like I said, this is a work in progress. The microphone is coming. So I will actually get much better audio recording. If you look at the interview video I did, you have the echo. It's kind of like a psh sound, and what that is a microphone that's recording at 360 degrees. So it basically there's an echo effect coming from all over the place. You probably don't care, but the bottom line is, I have a really good microphone I spent money on, and it's coming. It should get here, I guess, next week, maybe the week after. Hopefully it comes in time for my next video that I have planned, that I'm going to need it for. So, okay. So anyways, this video is a couple of things. It's to a point just a life update, just a little bit of a life update. But it's going to be an announcement that I'm back. I'm making more videos, right? And nobody cared. Oh. No, but you know, not a lot of people, but I guess I kind of disappeared off the face of the earth. Um, I explained that, it made me unhappy. Which is exactly why sometimes you get a video that like isn't perfect. My interview video had flaws. And if it's because I like making videos, don't get me wrong, but if I have to reshoot it again and re-edit again and go through it again and again and again, which is like the process, that's fine. I'm not complaining about it. But if it starts to not become fun, meaning that I hit a point where I said, you know what? I looked at it and I said, I'm not reshooting this video to fix these problems because that's not going to be fun. If I was making money, then I can deal with the fact that I'm not having fun. But I'm actually not making money. And so then I look at it again and I say, well, is it good enough to post it? And I say, yeah, it's good enough. I wouldn't do that if I was making money, which unfortunately, I have lost money. I would say in total, being Baby Mitchie and making videos on YouTube has costed me about $6,000 or $7,000. I mean, I have a doctor costume. Like I have all kinds of props and this and that. I mean, there's camera equipment. There's some audio equipment. There's computer editing software. I mean, what I'm saying. You have to look at every little thing, every little detail. But I probably spent about $6,000 or $7,000. And being Baby Mitchie, it's not cheap. In donations, I've probably gotten a couple $100 at most, and that's like from one person. So, and then one person gave me 20 once to try to save my grandfather's house. Yeah, I mean that's something. I'm not trying to be salty about it. I can get salty about it because it sucks. I mean life sucks. I got my normal job. I go to work and I'm trying to juggle all this, and there's never enough money. Go figure, right? All right, so blah 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 blah. Money problems aside and all that. Um, I'm officially making a video every week. Okay, so this is your official announcement. I will make a video every week. This is not my video of this week, at least unless something happens and I get busy. But the posting date for the videos is going to be basically like late Sunday, so that because that way Sunday is my last minute to film, and that could change if my work changes, like the days I have to work. But so that means the video should be ready by Monday. So every Monday you should be able to check out the channel and see a new video, and hopefully it'll have something that you're okay with. Which brings up another thing really quick. Just I have a variety of things. So just to let you know that you might see video games, you might see other things. I'm not like a one-track mind there. Anyways, that aside, all that blah, 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 I just wanted to get all that little blog update out of the way, and that's not even telling you much because I've been through like 2 or 3 jobs since my wife lost her job. Things are I got out of being sued. Obviously, I had a court case and I won. Uh, I got in a car accident. I don't know where that's going to go yet. It could go down south. I mean, so like a lot of things have happened in life. Basically, life happens, and it's not always good. Um, so that aside, I wanted to get to a completely different topic. I don't want to be blah 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 blogging. So let's get on to the topic. Haha. My topic, which obviously I usually talk about adult baby stuff and diapers and all that, right? Well, that's what I want to talk about a little bit. Um, and I wanted to say, people see me and they're I'm public about it, I mean, to a point. And so the question is, how public am I, right? Who knows? Who doesn't know? How's that working out for you? You know what I mean, right? Yeah, I know. You want to know. All right. So, um, that's the main topic of the video. So let's get there. And there's no script, so there's gonna be only to a certain extent. So, what I want to start with by saying, like, my family, right? My immediate family. Obviously, my significant other, I'm married, knows. I made a point, and I think this is important to everybody. If you're getting married, if you are getting into a serious relationship with someone, they need to know everything about you. You can't keep something like this secret, okay? You just can't. Because, as I've talked before, you need your life to be balanced. You need to know, I mean, like, if you have a very strong desire to share this part of your life with someone and have them understand you and, possibly, obviously, change your diaper or treat you like you want to be treated, they're not going to just do that, and they're not, not going to just embrace it, right? I mean, unless you need to talk to them. They need to be aware. And yes, it might end your relationship. But you need to evaluate how important it is to you, and please don't under-evaluate, okay? Because it might be something that you say, I can live without it, and I'm going to tell you right now, you might not be able to live without it. Mm-mm. 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 It might be something that builds up pressure. You know what I'm saying? I can live without it. I can live without it. I can live without it. And then all of a sudden, you're out getting beers and drinking like an alcoholic. And that's a mess. Just kidding. I do like a beer every now and then, though. Ugh. But my point is, you become unbalanced, you make bad choices, you do bad things, you lose jobs. And it's hard because even a guy like me, who seems to have it somewhat together, I don't. I've had a lot of problems in my life. Sadness. So anyways, you got to make sure your loved one knows, right? There you go. That's number one, okay? Very important. Your family doesn't really need to know about this. This is not something that you need to broadcast to every single person in your life, especially if you're wearing diapers because you like it. This is something that, like, you don't need to be, sharing with a million different people. Do you need to share with people? That's a natural need. That's fine. But you don't need to share with people like your mom and your dad. I know when you're younger, if you're a teenager or whatever, you have that desire. You want a friend to know, which that's a little bit more possible. You have more of a possibility there. But telling your parents and your family, it's not. I don't recommend that. I really don't. But as far as talking to a friend, like a best friend, you can do that. I did. I had a friend. I don't want to say his name, but I told him, and he actually knew what I was talking about when I mentioned it, but never took it as far as like putting on a diaper and stuff like that. But he definitely connected with me, like saying, having like a teddy bear or something, and said, this is something that I get. But then, later he got kind of confused about it and thought I wanted to be a woman or something. I don't know, and I gotta tell you, I would make one ugly woman. Yeah. See, when you look at, like, sometimes you look at, and I'm not trying to offend anybody. I'm okay. Look, I'm not. But sometimes you look at them and you're just like, I know you want to be a woman, but you're ugly. I'm sorry. I'll go there. I will. No, not to someone's face, anyways. But what I'm saying. It's one of those things where you think in your head. And some men can make beautiful women. It can go either way. It depends on how early you start, and that's important. If you're young, if you're a teenager, and you really feel that you're supposed to be a man or that you're supposed to be a woman, um, try to figure that out early in your life. Because the earlier you figure that out, the better you're going to look later in life. You know what? Looks aren't that important, but um, on a personal level, if you're not happy with the way you look, you're not gonna, you know, it's not good. And my point is, if I wanted to be transgender for some reason, which I'm not, I would make one ugly woman. Ugh, it would be horrible. It would just be bad. But I'm getting so sidetracked. So, anyways, I was, I talked about your significant other, saying that they need to know. Your family doesn't need to know. Uh, if you need to tell somebody at a young age, a friend, a bestest friend, get it? Bestest friend is your best bet. But even that, I can't make any promises that you're gonna have a successful talking over and understanding. You know what I'm saying? It could backfire in your face. And like I said, I told my friend. Um, my parents do know about me. Um, my dad is clueless. He doesn't really get it at all. Like, he doesn't really know, I would say. Not really, because he's like 78 years old. My dad doesn't, yeah. But my mom, on the other hand, she knows. Um, and she knows I make videos. Um, they don't get it. But they still love me. My parents are very loving, loving parents. My dad and my mom, I mean, they would, if I was kicked out of house and home and I needed somewhere to go, I could go there. You know what I'm saying? Go back to mommy and daddy, and I wouldn't want to do that. Just like my dad, my dad, if I was shivering and he was shivering, he would give me the jacket off of his back, all right, because I'm his son. And I would never have him do that. He's 78 years old. But like, that's the kind of parents I have. God, I love my parents. Um, they're, if anything, they're probably too good. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're probably too good. Like, I probably should have been punished a little bit more. And I wasn't even that bad of a kid. I was actually a great kid that loved helping out. But I feel like it's just amazing to have parents that love you that much. So they know. Siblings. Let's talk about that. Does siblings knowing, right? I have two sisters that are older than me by about 15 years. We don't celebrate birthdays, so don't blame me for not knowing precise anything. Um, my family's weird, Jehovah's Witnesses. My sisters know, and that hasn't been good either. They don't understand at all. I'm definitely a freak to my sisters. Yeah, there's no denying that, and we're not very close. It's like, so it's kind of like the opposite. Like my parents, they don't care. They love me. I'm their son. They're proud of me. You know what I'm saying? I don't think I'm successful in any way, but they're proud. I'm doing what I can. Yeah, I'm not always perfect. I make mistakes, but parents, it's just different. But my sisters, I don't think, I love my sisters, both of them, very much. I have some fond childhood memories of growing up with my sisters. But both of my sisters, we're not that close. We're like, I'm probably 10 minutes away from one, and maybe 15, 20 minutes away from the other. So there's no excuses, but they would rather be spending time with their family, which they're not big families. The one's just husband and wife, and the one's husband, wife, and daughter. But they would rather be with their family doing their own thing, and it's really depressing and sad, but I find that it's fairly, I think it's fairly common, like, for families of our family type, like, I don't know. I don't want to go there because I was going to bring race into it, but yeah, there are certain races that are, like Indians, are actually very, I shouldn't, like I said, I didn't want to bring this into that, but I know I've known a lot of Indian people that are like they're like, family sticks together. You know what I'm saying? And it might be a Hispanic thing as well, but I gotta say with Americans, we tend to be like, hell with you, I'm doing my own thing. You know what I mean? Like, it's just, and I'm not happy with how it is, but they would. It's not really completely my fault because my sisters would probably rather be out partying on their boat than be there for me and my wife. Um, and but I love my. Look, I don't want you to think that I don't love my sisters because I do. I, especially my previous childhood growing up memories of being with them, love them. So let's recap. Okay. Well, at least recap what I just established. Sisters think I'm a freak. Okay. Um, don't exactly not get along or anything like that, but we're not close. Really. What the truth is, bottom line, we're not close. It's sad, but there it is. Um, and then I wanted to end it by people that I know that are out of the family. Okay, that know about being an adult baby and like diapers, right? Um, I've told people at a previous place of employment, which you shouldn't do that. But it was such a low-paying job, and I'm not going to tell you where, but you can probably guess. That I just didn't care. I'm just like, you know what? If people, the one person was going to school for psychiatry, and I'm thinking, you know what? There's someone to tell about this. This is definitely this person, and trust me, you could, I'm not naming names, but told her, and she was like, "Oh yeah, I know about that and this and that." And I was like, if you ever have someone that needs to talk to, if you ever make it and you're a psychiatrist and you have somebody that needs to talk to somebody, send them my way. I will talk to somebody about their adult baby stuff. If they need someone to vent to or get it out, I'll do what I can, right? So that went well. And there was actually another guy that was actually a younger guy, much younger, nerdy guy, 19, 20 years old. He knows. Just we're not close now, but definitely through work relationship wise we were. And he's like, you know what, do your thing, man. He had respect, and it's funny because I think a decent amount of the younger generation, especially especially the nerds, are more understanding. I mean, maybe I'm jumping the gun there by saying the nerds are more understanding, but I think the nerds are more understanding than the girls that are on their cell phones, and they're, oh my god, oh my god, and then yeah, and then he wore this, oh my god, like those are the ones that you can't tell them anything. But and I'm not trying to really stereotype here, but there are different people types out there. It's like I'm a people type, I think. I'm kind of confusing, okay, but I am a type, I guess. Um, so he knows, and that's well. I overall, me telling people, and my advice would be to really consider the ramifications. And let me just, yeah, before I end this, let me say that I've lost a job because of being an adult baby, and I want to explain that further. So hey, um, I was at a job. I made it known that I make videos because I just you're at work, you're talking. I'm like, yeah, I make videos, blah blah. I've done a couple of music videos, made some this and that, and what happened? Well, I got pestered left and right. Well, what's your channel? What's your YouTube name? What's your YouTube name? What's your YouTube name? And I mean, it was day after day after day after day after day after day. And I said to myself, I really don't feel comfortable telling them. I said, you know what? If I tell them this could blow up in my face, it's not a good idea. Because it's not really that I'm doing anything wrong. Someone personally, privately, like obviously through work, but they just say, hey, what's your YouTube channel? I want to check it out. But I'm open about things that, are strange and people like to talk about, right? So that's what I'm thinking in my head. I'm thinking, oh, I shouldn't do this. But I finally gave in. I said, you know what? Look, I'm going to tell you my YouTube, Um, I just want you to understand that there's some strange things on there. And it's really, confidential and all that. And before I knew it, literally, people were watching my videos outside in the parking lot, talking about them, asking me questions. And I don't mind any of that technically, you know what I'm saying? Like, I actually don't mind that, but I didn't ask for that. I only said one thing, and that's like, okay, my channel is this, and I wrote it down. I was like, look, here you go. Well, it went all the way up the chain of command to the head of the company, and I wound up losing my job. And that's all I did. Swear to God. Cross my heart, whatever, hope to die. All I did was I shared the YouTube channel with one person that was bothering me about it. That's it. And I lost that job. And I had my chance to speak my piece about it, and I told them exactly what I just told you. I said, you know what? I had one person that bothered me about my YouTube channel, and I shared it with them, and I told them, please be confidential about this. You know, there are some strange things on there, as well as some really funny things and interesting things. So I'm only sharing this with you because you asked me. You know, like, I was really, like, I can be pretty professional and talk like a lawyer. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can talk really careful, and I still wound up getting fired. So I lost a job over that. So, you know, if you're thinking that there won't be ramifications, this is what I want to end on this. This is it. This is like the end, the bread and butter or whatever, I don't know, of the episode is that there are ramifications for anything that you do. Any person that you tell. Doesn't matter who it is. Doesn't matter. Doesn't even matter. It could be your doctor. It could be your psychiatrist. There are ramifications. I mean, it can come back. It can hurt you. Things can happen. Bad things can happen. You can even lose jobs over it. You can lose family members. You could lose a husband or a wife or a loved one because of being different, basically. And it's not right, but it is the way it is in life. People are entitled to making their own choices and their own decisions. So you need to understand that if it is a big part of your life and you need it, then you need to make sure that you understand the ramifications of what can go wrong. So I haven't had a smooth ride, but I haven't had the worst ride either. And once again, at the end, the videos are coming every week. Usually going to be uploaded by Monday, so you'd have it, you know, Monday morning. You can watch a video. I'll put a bunch of different stuff on, and I'm open to new suggestions and ideas. And of course, there's going to be a Halloween special this month. And let's just say there's going to be a seance, and we're going to bring somebody back from the dead. Alright, so that's about it. I just want to say, guys, thank you for watching my videos and for your support. And feel free to share it and link it and talk about it. I don't mind. I actually feel like I'm in a rut now. I'm not getting a whole lot of new viewers, but I just started too. So if you can help me out, you know, I don't mind you sharing my stuff, you know, to other people. That helps. Because my subscriber count is terrible. And I'm not saying that that's important, but my important thing is to get messages out there to help people. You know, that's what's important. And if I can tell that it's not getting out there, you know, I mean, at least I think I can tell. Hey, if I'm wrong, you go comment and tell me I'm wrong. You know, I want to get it out there to as many people as I can to help. Okay. So I guess that's about it. Got a lot of stuff going on in the future. A lot of stuff going on in the future. Roads, where we're going. We don't need roads.